Also in Osage Beach, they've been busy. They've been busy getting ready to raise your sewer and water rates.
Wow.
And I'm not just talking about slightly. These are massive updates. Before we tell you about those, mark your calendars for June 20th.
Yep.
Because they're having their public hearing at the city of Osage Beach, where they'll hear from you before making their final decision before it goes in front of the board for approval. And when we tell you about these increases, this is why you might want to attend.
Yes, indeed. And again, that meeting is June 20th at 5:30, a Board of Aldermen meeting at City Hall. So the way I read it, it looks like the increase that is coming for water and sewer is going to be in two phases. It'll go up in both phases. One is in August. It looks like August 1st of 2024. And just to give you an idea of how much the rates are going to go up. So for the simple billing residential in-city 5/8 meter, it's the current bill is like $56.37, and that is going to go up to $66.02. That will be $115.80 yearly raise in what you're going to pay for water and sewer there. That's just one of the areas. That's just in August. And then there's another increase coming in February of 25. And again, so if you're paying a monthly bill of $66.02, that is going to go up next February from $66.02 to $75.21 for each billing period. And that would be another extra $110.28 for the year. So if you add the two things together, it's like $225 increase for the whole year. And that's just averaging one of their billing areas. That was for the simple billing residential in-city 5/8 meter. So those are some big increases. Now I say that I don't think they're trying to take advantage of the population. I think this is a necessary thing. I mean, you've got to have water and sewer. You got to update the systems. You got to keep that going. And unfortunately, it's not cheap and it's not easy.
Yeah, you're not kidding. It's substantial increases. But they went on to say in their press release some of the reasons and how long it had been, as well as the increase of 6% growth in both the water and sewer systems. And it was a system that was built in the early 2000s and currently serves 6,100 users, which is about 1,000 more users than it had. And so they've got an increase. And so we'll see how the city, the citizens handle this.
Yeah.
But listen, if you want to have your voice heard, I don't know if you're going to be able to do anything about it. This is a needed change as far as they've got to get funds raised somehow.
Yeah.
I mean, to upgrade this system. But you could come to that public hearing again on June 20th at City Hall at 5:30 at the city of Osage Beach.
And there's two separate issues here. There's water, which is one thing, and then there's sewer, which is another thing. And as you mentioned, the water system was updated around 2000, but the sewer system was built in the 1980s. So that's 45 years old and currently serves 7,100 users, the sewer system. It includes over 1,200 grinder pumps. Don't want to get into that. 59 sewer lift stations, because they have to send that, they have to pump it somewhere. The sewer flows from their system's users equated to over 352 million gallons in 2023. So it's a big system, for a small town. There's a whole lot that goes into that. Not cheap, not easy, and it hasn't been updated apparently in 45 years.
Well, and here's the alternative. If you don't want the increase, you could just let it build up at your house.
That's not good.
What a commodity. The sewer system and the toilet system we have now is like, man, what did they do before that, right?
And that's one of the things I love about living at the lake, though, is I love having
a toilet,
a well where I get to pump my own water. I don't have to rely on the city for my water. And I've got, a septic system. I don't need city sewer. So I love that part of living at the lake. You're not tied in, where you have to pay that because, if you're in the city, you got to use that stuff, right? Either that or go build an outhouse out back. I don't know if they'll let you do that, though. Thanks for watching Cup of Coffee with Wild Will and Uncle Chris from Slumberland Furniture.
And while you're watching it this short, you can see the whole episode of every week's Cup of Coffee by going to our YouTube page. Make sure that you subscribe and like this video, and make sure you hit the bell down below so you get notified every time we put new content right here on the Lake TV YouTube page.